Yes! Hello everybody, Mr. Sixman here, and welcome back to another video. I've just built a marble run, and it goes up instead of down. This thing is a hill climb. First of all, we're going to have a good look around it and see how it works, and then we're going to do some racing on it. Let's check it out. Over here, we've got the marble launcher. That's going to roll these marbles down to ground level, and where they're going to start making their way up. And guys, that is a magnetic cannon, and I've got not one, not even two, but three magnetic cannons, as you can see right now. There's the third one up there in the middle section of the track. That's going to blast marbles around pretty fast actually. And then we've got the scoop here. That's going to lift up marbles onto the higher level, send them round here, and they're going to go into the hammer. That's going to smash them at the back end and launch them hopefully right towards the finish line over here on that tower. In a minute, we're going to do some racing, but first of all, let's have a look at a demo run. Let's slow it down now to normal speed and just see this thing in real time. So the marble launching off the pad there. This is actually quite a slow run compared to what we're going to see in the races later on. I'm going to show you why that is in a minute. But as you can see, we do have a timer up there as well. And the lap comes in at 13.852. Let's have a look at a replay then of why this lap wasn't very good. That marble loses a ton of speed as it goes around the corner into the third magnetic cannon, which is so powerful that it shakes the next track around like crazy, stealing all of its speed. If our marble racers actually want to get up there quickly, they're going to have to do better than that to beat the demonstrator time of 13.852 seconds. Anyway, let's have a look at the bulls we're going to be racing up this thing. There we go. Red, green and blue teams we've got here. Each team is going to get 3 runs, and we'll see that on the timesheet in a second here. The lowest time is going to win. We've got red, green and blue up there, and then runs 1, 2 and 3. That's going to be a total of 9 runs. Right, I think that's all sorted. Let's go and do some racing. There we go. The red team's just been launched. The timer has fired up through the second magnet cannon and up to the third one there, into the scoop, and then across the top section there, smashed by the hammer, and it gets to that landing pad on the end. 11.540. Let's see now if the green team can do any better. The green team are now set up on track. The launch pad has just been pressed down onto the mid section now. Those magnetic cannons are fantastic, aren't they? There it goes into the scoop at the top, going round to the hammer. No way, guys. It's the same time. They just got the same time as the red team, right down to the very last thousandth of a second. It's exactly the same time. I can't believe that. We're probably never going to see that ever again. Let's see what blue can do. The timer started. Now, can they do better or worse? But they're either going to be first or last after this run, unless they get the same time as the other two teams, which is highly unlikely. 11.6 seconds. Let's add them onto that time chart, and they are currently in last place, but it's all very close, guys. Look how close the times are here. Let's move on to the second runs. .801. That is actually the slowest time so far, unfortunately, for the red team. But look at that, the totals are starting to build up now. 23.341. If the green team can beat red's second run, they'll be in first place. Let's see what they can do. And it comes in at 11.250. That is actually the fastest lap we've had so far. It's no surprise though, when you see the launches they got off those magnetic cannons. That is fast. The green team now on 22.790 seconds total. They are well ahead of red at this point. Let's see what happens to the blue team on their second run. 11.380, the second fastest time we've seen so far. The green team are now in first place, blue in second, and red in third. Now let's move on to the final runs and see what happens. Red is going to have to hope that green and blue really mess up if they want to stand a chance of winning this. Blue, on the other hand, are very close to green, so even though they're in second, they have got a pretty good chance, I reckon, of actually coming first overall, but we'll have to find out. Let's go see what happens. And the red team finish up on 11,666. That is a pretty average time, unfortunately. Their overall time is 35.007. So it looks like the red team are not really in a good position to come second or first here, unless green and blue mess up in a minute. Now let's go and have a look at the last runs for green and blue. $11.435. That is another good run for the green team, actually. It's going to be very difficult for blue to beat that. They actually just got the third best time we've seen so far. Green have definitely beaten red, but it all comes down to what blue can do now. If they can deliver a super fast time, I reckon they can beat green and take the lead. Let's go and see what happens. Here we go, the final run of the video. And they've done it. The blue team have just got the fastest lap of the day. 11.078. That is an absolute banger of a lap. All of the results are now in. The blue team have snuck up from behind and taken first place. Green in second, not far behind actually. Pretty good effort by them. And unfortunately, red actually lost this time. Now let's go and have a look at the fastest lap of the day. And then we're going to compare it to the slowest lap and see if we can spot a big difference here. Here we go, off from the launcher, getting some good momentum from those magnetic cannons as well. Pretty quick around the corner in that midsection, out of the scoop, smashed by the hammer from behind, and that's given them the 11.078 time. Very impressive stuff. But now let's go and have a look at the slowest lap and see how that compares to it. This is the red team's second run, and what we're going to do is look out for anything that might have slowed down their marbles on the way up the course. But it looks pretty good so far, actually. I can't notice anything here. Or, yeah, maybe a bit slow around the end, guys. I think I found the reason as to why that run was a bit slower. I've somehow just managed to overlay one marble over the other, so you can see both marbles on the track at the same time. So now we can compare exactly, or as close as possible, the difference in the two runs. And if you look from the beginning here, it just looks like the red marble slows down a bit from that magnetic cannon, and then it just kind of lags behind for the rest of the journey as well. I'll keep repeating this a few times so you can see it again, but they start off pretty even down the first straight, almost right on top of each other, and it's that first magnetic cannon where the blue marble gets ahead and then it just stays ahead from there onwards. That is it for today's video though, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, please do hit the subscribe button, the like button, and ring the bell if you want to be notified of when my upcoming videos release. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.